Putin likes to use various tactics to basically distract or have some control, manipulate the subject that he's trying to have the upper hand over, okay? So sometimes he'll use attractive women, like in the case of Donald Trump, he used an attractive translator in a meeting with Donald Trump in order to manipulate him. Now, he's now turning around and accusing CNBC of doing the same to him. What? Well, and by the way, it's a classic case of projection. He believes that CNBC reporter Hadley Gamble was part of a secret plot to distract him with her attractiveness. So an awkward moment unraveled during this interview with her. Why don't we take a quick look at that video and I'll fill in the blanks.
I mean, at the end of the day, I guess the question is, how can you expect Europe to believe you're a reliable energy partner when you're not supplying that energy via the pipeline?
Красивая женщина, симпатичная. Я ей говорю одно, она...
A beautiful woman, but I'm saying one thing to you and you're saying a different thing to me, as if you have not heard what I said.
Повторю вам еще раз.
Mr. President, I heard you. But at the same point, it took you guys long enough, did it not?
Послушайте, вы сейчас...
Okay. So following that, Russian media all like parroted the same nonsense about how she was intentionally put there to distract him with her good looks.
Yeah, one of the propagandists / reporters in Russia accused her of being America's secret weapon.
Oh my God, it's like the biggest compliment ever. She must feel real good about herself right now.
Oh my God, if someone called me like America's secret weapon, I'd be like, because of how good looking I am, I'd be, oh yeah, well, look, I'm not gonna say no. Okay, so look, this is interesting in a couple of different ways. And number one, look at how fragile he is. I mean, he gets a normal question about the pipeline. It's a good question. Is he limiting supply so they'll do a second pipeline? There's tons of money. There's billions of dollars involved. He probably is. That's why it's a good question. That's why he's bothered by it. But you'd think he'd have an answer. But the reason he doesn't have an answer is because he's used to Russian media, which not only doesn't question him, but I mean, there was like half a dozen anchors that attacked the CNBC anchor with wild, outrageous lies and conspiracies, and like micromanaged her outfit, her
everything,
looks,
her posture. Like honestly, I'm dreading reading through these because of all the Russian names involved. But I'm gonna go through it just to tell you how absurd everything is. But I also want to just note, and maybe we could put up the video again for B-roll just to help the audience visualize this. He's like visibly uncomfortable throughout the interview.
Yeah.
Right? His like the way he's sitting, like why is he sitting like he looks so uncomfortable. He's like it's the pattern on the pants.
Yeah, what is going on in the pants?
It's the pattern on the pants. That's
Well, I don't understand what's happening.
It's an optical illusion.
Yeah. I guess there's an optical illusion going on there, but okay. So, but look, guys, two more things before we get to all the quotes. How telling is it that they think all you have to do is send an attractive woman, and a guy who's supposed to be super strong, one of the biggest leaders in the world, is like, oh, I'm discombobulated, I don't know what to do. They sent her to distract me, it's a weapon. Like, calm down, dude. It's just an attractive woman. Who cares?
But can I just say something? Look, I don't think that they used an attractive woman to manipulate him or to distract him. However, I do agree that beauty can be used as a tool. And I also agree that beauty can be used as a manipulative tool.
Oh, I thought you were going to but
honestly, yes. Look, people want to pretend like appearance doesn't matter, right? It matters, and I'm not just talking about attractiveness. I'm also talking about the way you carry yourself, the way you dress. Like if you actually really stop to think strategically about how to have the upper hand in various scenarios, appearances do in fact matter.
Yeah,
and some feminists might not like what I'm saying, right? But yes, a woman's beauty, a woman's sex appeal can absolutely be used as a tool or a weapon.
Yeah, now we're kidding around about that particular phrase because it comes from Phil Davidson. If you don't know him, look him up online. Watch our clip of him, you'll have the time of your life. It could be used as a tool or a weapon. Okay, and look, on the looks front, obviously no one knows this better than me. I mean, the number of times I've used my good looks to intimidate people and distract people is legendary. I mean, all I have to do is give them blue steel.
Yep.
I'm pleading guilty to being too good looking. Hey, listen, it's a thing. Okay, now, but seriously, guys, I lose respect for dudes who can't concentrate because there's an attractive woman in the room. I mean, come on, do better. Right? And so they did use this on Trump and they accidentally admitted it in this news story because, so this was reported in Stephanie Grisham's book. Fiona Hill said they were gonna try to distract Trump by bringing in a very attractive Russian translator. And I thought, how that's absurd, right? But it turns out, no, it worked. Trump was like, oh, what, who, what? State secrets, here they are. I just wanna keep looking at her because he's a child. He's a child.
A lot of dudes are.
Yeah, and apparently a lot of dudes are. And in this case, all the Russian media are all saying, oh yeah, this is payback for when we did it. Oh, so you just admitted you did it?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, totally. Okay, can I read you some of the reports from Russia? So on Sunday's episode of a Russian state TV show, Moscow.Kremlin.Putin.
That seems like an objective show.
Reporter Pavel Zarubin noted that Putin doesn't even need a translator since he speaks English. Russian experts and pundits roundly concluded that Gamble was America's response to the Russian president's choice of an attractive interpreter.
Look at the assumptions built in there. The media is not meant to do news. The media is meant to help the state, right? So they assume that a CNBC reporter would be sent in by the American government. That's how they treat their media. So now you know if you can trust things on Russian television or Russian media, given their own admissions about the way they view what media is supposed to do.
On the popular state TV show 60 Minutes, this is the Russian 60 Minutes, controlled by the state. Host Olga concluded that Gamble was taking part in an American special operation targeting the Russian president. She noted, quote, "Let me remind you that only a short time ago, there was a huge scandal when it turned out that Putin brought translator Daria Boyarskaya to his negotiations with Donald Trump. Look at Comrade Gamble. She is also a beauty. Look at Megyn Kelly. She is the woman the Americans brought the last time. She was the blonde. This time it's a brunette. They're in the same age and weight category. This is so sick. God, they keep trying to get to Putin. But like, they don't really need to try that hard. Can we bring the video back up again? Like, the dude is struggling. Like, just watch the way he's sitting. He's like, please don't look at my lap. Please don't look at my lap. This is
super awkward, man. I've never seen anything more awkward in my life. Okay, we got to stop showing the video. They're gonna say this is explicit content. Anyways, so by the way, that was the Russian version of 60 Minutes. Okay, tick, 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 tick. Okay, now this special report in. It turns out the Americans have sent an attractive woman. This time it's a brunette, last time it was a blonde. Tick, 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 tick. Like they're breaking news. Like, it is obvious they're trying to distract our overly horny leader.
I has it.
Well, it sure looked like you had it, brother. I gotta be honest with you. God, I view that as tremendous weakness, but okay, all right. But there's more.
Oh God, you want me to read more? Okay.
Yeah.
On Sunday's broadcast of Vesti Nedeli, the notorious propagandist Dmitry Kislyov claimed that Gamble acted shamelessly, cast wistful glances, and provocatively moved her legs. So creepy. All of this is so creepy. With an obvious reference to Sharon Stone's character in the feature film Basic Instinct. Vesti Nedeli asserted that Gamble's basic instinct prevented her from comprehending Putin's answers to her questions. So great, so just, a typical misogyny now. Based on the journalist's Instagram photos, Kislyak alleged that Gamble intentionally lost weight in anticipation of meeting Putin, dissecting every aspect of the forum moderator's appearance. In his creepy monologue, Kislyak noted everything from her spiky earrings and a giant yellow ring down to skincare and body language. Hard-hitting stuff happening in Russian media.
That's right. Breaking news, we have figured out her moisturizer. Okay, and this is obviously why she was distracting our dear leader, who should never be distracted. The Americans are evil for distracting him. So guys, look, Russian media is an obvious joke. People who are pretending that it's real, good luck to them. I hear they win awards. Okay, but there's obviously a serious side to this too, which is the misogyny. Like, look at all of their assumptions and look at the message they're putting out to the Russian people. The only thing women are good for is their wistful glances and how they move their legs. And so if she was brought in, the fact that she's attractive means that she cannot be a real reporter, that the only purpose she would ever serve is to attract and distract for men. And that's a sick, sick way of looking at women. And it is put all over Russian TV. And the fish rots from the head down. That's Vladimir Putin, and that's the media he hand-selected to do propaganda for him. And it's also anti-gay, but the misogyny is obvious and overwhelming in Russian media.
And look, at the end of the day, Mr. Strongman failed to answer the question. He didn't like being asked tough questions. And so this is also a way to distract from the fact that he fumbled. That a reporter, a CNBC reporter, and I'm not familiar with her work, so I don't want to needlessly insult the work she does. But generally speaking, CNBC reporters are not known for their hard-hitting questions, okay? But he fell apart at one question by a CNBC reporter, and he immediately got super uncomfortable during that interview and immediately turned around to claim that this is some crazy CIA operation to distract him. No, bro, you should be able to answer the question. What's the problem? So are you holding back supply to increase gas prices in Europe? It's a simple question. You can deny it.
Yeah, and it reminded me of Michael Bloomberg, who was totally overwhelmed in the national debates. And it was amazing. It looked like he'd done no preparation because we realized he was so used to being a billionaire. And in America, billionaires don't get questioned. And so he was like, wait, are they allowed to question me? And Putin felt the same way. Wait, I'm like a 13-year-old boy. I am attracted to you. I am uncomfortably moving in my chair. You ask me a real question. I'm not used to real questions. I don't know what to do. And so to me, it reeks of weakness. And a lot of these autocrats are the same way. And Russia, get it right, okay? Our cable news anchors do not work for American government. They work for corporations.
Exactly.
Okay, that's who actually rules America. So apparently you're not doing a very good job of intelligence if you don't know that we live under corporate rule here in America. Thanks for watching The Young Turks, really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.